What's going on, guys? It's your friend Coach Solomon from Coach Solomon Consulting, and I'm making this short video for people who don't know how to make money with their online business, and for people who are looking to start an online business who may not know where to begin. Now, I'm giving away a special bonus at the end of this short video that's going to blow your socks off. Instagram growth hackers use special apps to grow their customers' accounts, and they charge them roughly between $99 to $299 a month. I'm going to show you one of the tools that I'm using that does the same thing virtually for pennies in comparison. Now, a lot of guys in my line of work make video advertisements full of nothing but fluff. But in this short video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to get your business running. I'm going to use one of my customers' accounts that I'm being hired to manage to illustrate what you should have been doing to build a sustainable income with your online business yesterday. Now let's get started. All right, guys, let's jump right in. Like I said, I'm going to use one of my customers' accounts that I'm growing and promoting as an example of the steps you should take every time you start an online business. These are the same steps that I take when I'm promoting somebody's business or I'm coming up with my own streams of income. Now, I'm going to scroll to the bottom. We're going to use this picture as an example. Number 1 through 5. Number 1, create the name of your business. Now, we always suggest that you brand your name first. Coach Solomon is my foundation business, and I do have other businesses. Let me show you as an example. 1 second. But Coach Solomon is branded first, and then I have the False Gods, the X1K commercials, YouTube intros, and I have other businesses besides those. But it's always suggested that you brand your name first. You are the business. But if you have different circumstances and you find it necessary to use another name, that's up to you. We always suggest that it's something short, concise, easy for people to absorb. And the name should pretty much give people an idea of what kind of business that it is. So first, you're going to create the name of the business. Then you're going to create a Gmail account with that same name, using that same name of the business. You're going to create a Facebook fan page with the same name. You're going to create an Instagram account with that same name. And then you're going to create a web address with that same name for your website. The website may take a little bit of time to design it yourself or pay somebody to do it for you, but just do the web address first. So as a recap, those are the 5 steps you should take every time you start an online business. Is number 1, create the name of the business, Gmail account, Facebook fan page, Instagram account, as well as a web address for the name of that business for your website. Now we're going to go to the next step. All right, guys, after you follow those 5 steps, you're going to come over to the Facebook fan page that you created. And just on the sidebar, guys, the instructions that I'm giving you takes maybe an hour to follow through on. Unfortunately, some of the people that I speak to takes 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But that tells me that they don't really have the mindset or the desire needed to achieve the goals that they want. But the guys out there who are the go-getters, obviously, they'll follow through on this maybe on a weekend or take a couple hours out to accomplish this. Now, as you can see here, Wajida Muhammad, this is her Facebook fan page. I created this this video for her, X1K commercials. Check out the best way to get in contact with me. You can hit me up at X1K commercials on Instagram if you want a Facebook fan page video for yourself. I make those for $180. Just to spicing up your fan page, to distinguish yourself, to distinguish your brand. But let's take the next step. You see the settings button up top? You're going to hit that settings button. It's going to take you to this page. You're going to scroll down. You're going to hit the Instagram button right there. And you're going to connect that Instagram account to your Facebook fan page. And this is extremely important because this step here is preparing yourself to take your online business and the methods that you use to promote it to the next level. And I'm going to discuss next why this is so important and what you're going to do with this. And it involves audiences. So make sure that you connect your Instagram account to your Facebook fan page, which means that your Instagram account has to be a business account. All right, guys, now let's jump on to the next step. All right, guys, now before we take the next step, well, I tell you guys the next step is a couple things you have to understand. And that is, you need to understand audiences, why you need them, how to use them. And you also need to understand about Facebook ads. I know you guys are huffing and puffing about that, but I'm really about to break it down for you right now. Now, audiences. Now, when it comes to your followers on your Instagram account, these guys right here, these are people who saw your content about your business. They appreciate your content and they would like to find out more about your business. As a result, they followed you. When they followed you, they became part of your audience. So the followers on your Instagram account, Facebook account, Twitter account, or other social media accounts, these guys are your audiences, and they're part of your audiences because they appreciate your content about your business and they want to learn more, supposedly. Now, another version of an audience is a subscribers list. Say, for instance, you have a blog post on your website or a blog on your website. And when people visit your website, they check out your blog, they like the content that they see, and they see the option there to type in their email address because they want to find out more about your business. So they give you your email. So they give you their email address. So now they become part of your audience. So an email list is another version of an audience. Now, when it comes to the followers on your Instagram account, unfortunately, this audience is a little bit tainted, according to my opinion, because you have many people on Instagram who use robots. And a lot of people on Instagram, they don't really know how to target the right people. So a lot of people you have in your audience who are following you may not necessarily have an interest in your business. That's one problem. And also the Instagram algorithm. Now, I don't know what their motivation was or what their purpose was, so I can't comment on that. Oh, the only thing I can comment on is the effects of the algorithms. And in my personal opinion, I think the algorithms that are in place prevents your content from reaching the people who chose to follow your account. So unfortunately, it seems like sometimes your content is only seen by a small fraction, probably 1% and 2% of the people who actually chose to follow you for the purpose of checking out your content. But there are other audiences that you can build, which is more effective. And once again, once these audiences are established, you feed these audiences content so that you can water people's interest about your business. And one day they will become a client or purchase one of your products. That's the concept behind it. And I'm going to say this 3 times for you to understand this. And I really need to impress this upon you. If you have an online business, your online business will actually fail if you're not building audiences. Once again, your online business will fail if you're not building audiences. And once again, your online business will fail if you're not building audiences. Now, let's go to the Facebook ads comment that I have. Now, most people fail when it comes to Facebook ads is because there's 3 steps you have to take. Most people aren't even aware of the second or the third step. They only take care of the first step. How to use paid ads. Number 1, run the ad. And most people do that, but unfortunately, they pay $50, $100, $200, and they think that the ad is going to be seen by thousands of people, and likely, in most cases, it is. And they think all these people are supposed to visit their website and purchase everything on the website, and then they're supposed to live happily ever after. But unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. And a lot of people get upset over paid ads because they don't know how to use them, because they don't know about number 2 and number 3. The statistics or the percentage of people who will actually purchase something on your website as a result of seeing your paid ad and visiting your website is very low. It's not just your website. It doesn't matter if you have a professional website. The conversion rate is another way of saying people who visit your website and choose to buy something, that's a conversion. The conversion rate of every website is always in the low percentages, 1, 2, 3, 4%, even professional websites. So when you run an ad, the reason why it doesn't work is because the statistics of people converting from visiting your website are too low to run a sustainable business. So with that in mind, you have to run an ad not only to get people to your website, but you have to do it purposely or with the purpose of building an audience. Number 2. And that's one of the main reasons why you run a paid ad, for the purpose of building an audience. What is an audience? Well, we told you before, it's the people who choose to follow your Facebook account or your Instagram account. An audience is even people who choose to visit your website as a result of your paid ad. This is your audience. So when you run a paid ad, you have to run it for the purpose of building an audience. And once you build that audience or those group of people, what do you do with them? Well, you do the same thing with them that you do on Instagram. You feed them content so that you can grow their interest in your business until one day you'll establish trust with them. They'll see that you're qualified. You know what you're talking about. You're educated about your service or as well as your product. And because of that, because you show them that, people are more willing to make a purchase, spend their money with you. And once you build that audience, you have to retarget that audience. Now, what I'm going to show you in this video I'm going to show you how to build what I call smart audiences, and I'm going to tell you why they're smart audiences and why I call them that. And I'm also going to show you how to build your first audience. And when you build an audience, part two, then it comes number three, you have to retarget your audience. What does that mean? Once you build that reservoir of people, you have to hit them with an ad. That's retargeting. Every time on your Instagram profile, you drop a post, you're retargeting your audience. People who have already shown interest in your business. Now, the last step I told you was to connect your Facebook fan page to your Instagram account. Now we're going to go to the next step. We're going to go back to the Facebook fan page. You're going to hit that little bar, little upside down triangle, and you're going to see the list. Now, when you see this list, you're going to hit manage ads. Now, in order to use ads manager on Facebook, you have to first, you have to give them your credit card, your debit card, or your PayPal account. You have to connect it to the ads manager in order to take advantage of what I'm about to show you. Now, once again, your Instagram account should be turned into a business account. And if it's connected to your Facebook ads platform or your Facebook, page, it is likely already a business account. So we're going to click these three bars right here, and I'm going to show you how to build your first audiences. And these are the audiences that you should build. Now scroll over to assets, hit the audiences button. Okay, now that we're here, you're going to hit the create audience button. You're going to hit custom audience. And it's going to give you a special screen. There's a special screen. Now you see all the way at the bottom where it says engagement. Create a list of people who engage with your content on Facebook or Instagram. Click on that. And Instagram business profile. You see this one right here? You're going to click on that. And it's going to take you to this screen. Now you're going to create your first audience. You're going to leave the any, A-N-Y, leave that up top. And if you have multiple accounts, you're going to click this next bar and just pick the appropriate Instagram account in harmony with the page. And then you're going to hit everyone who engaged with your business. Click on that. And it gives you a list of options. The first audience you're going to create is anyone who visited your business profile. Now keep that in mind. It's very important. Anyone who visited your business profile, click on that. And then you're going to change, one second. Let me move my little poster out the way because I've been having problems with this before. You're going to change 365 days to 180 days. Change it to 180. 365 is a little bit too much. And then you're going to hit the audience name down below. And you're going to type in the name of this audience. Anyone who visited your Instagram profile. You're going to name the Instagram profile so you can identify this audience that you're creating. Then hit the create audience. Now I already created my own. 1 second. Now we're going to close it out. So that's one audience you're going to create. And then you're going to create a second audience. So hit it again. Hit custom audience as well again. You're going to go to the bottom box, engagement. Then you're going to hit the Instagram business profile. You're going to create the next audience. Once again, up top, include people who meet any, leave that there. Then you're going to make sure that you select the Instagram profile. And everyone who engaged with your business, hit it again. Now, which one? People who engage with any. Okay, you're going to click the second line. People who engage with any post or ad. Okay. Once again, you're going to change the 365 to 180. Because 365 days is a little bit too far, too far back. And it's very unlikely that people will remember your content, but 180 days is good enough. Then audience name, and you're going to name your audience. So you're going to identify it. People who engage with any posts on my Instagram profile. You can name the profile if you choose to. And then you're going to hit create audience. I'm going to go into details why this is so important. Now, I've created 2 audiences. I've created these audiences already. And any engagement with Wajida Instagram profile, that's the first audience. So let me go back so you can see. And we can see so far, we already have 2,600 people in your audience. Now we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and this is the second audience I created. Visitors to my Instagram profile, Pixel. And thus far, I have 2,700 people in there. Now, if you notice that there's a difference, you notice the rest of these audiences fewer than 1,000, right? That's because on the Facebook Ads Manager, you can't use these audiences or retarget or market and add to these people until your audience hits the 1,000 mark and grows larger than that. Now you see above the other audience that I created, which was any engagement with Wajida's Instagram profile last 60 days, 2,600. So those audiences are grown. Now I'm going to tell you now, and this is the benefit of this video, that if you paid Facebook to create these audiences by running an ad, you would probably have to put out $50, $100, $150 to $200. Now, the bonus in this video is that I'm going to show you what I did to create these audiences for only $13. Well, actually, it's $7. I mean, it was $13. I'm sorry, $13 in 1 month. What would normally cost you $50, $100, $150 to $200 to build these audiences using the Facebook ad. I'm going to show you a tool, and this is the bonus that I talked about at the beginning that you can use to build these audiences. Now, why are these audiences so important? Why? Because these are people who already showed an interest in your business, right? So when you run an ad, you're not just running an ad to random people. You're running an ad to people who have already shown interest in your business. And when you run that ad continuously, it's like a TV commercial. On TV, you run a commercial continuously. You don't just run a commercial for 1 or 2 days. And that's the philosophy behind marketing online. You got to run that commercial, let it run. But I'm going to show you an awesome tool that I've used in order to build these audiences in such a short amount of time. Now, when you look at my the Instagram profile that I'm managing, if you notice, 973 people. And that's just within this last 7 days. I've been using this tool for maybe the last 2 weeks. And that 973 reached 1,700 within the last week. And it just dropped because I slowed down the speed of the tool that I'm using. And this tool that I use to build 970 profile visits in the last 7 days is only $13 a month. It's pretty inexpensive, and it would save you a lot of money using a Facebook ad. Now, remember, these 973 people, every time these people visit my profile, they're jumping into my audience. They're growing my audience. So this is the tool that I'm using. It's called Followers Chief. And I'm going to tell you more about that. Let's get to it. All right, guys. Now, this tool is going to save you, like I said, $50, $100, $150, $200 growing that audience that I told you to create in the Facebook Ads Manager. Now, you're going to click this. Well, first, you're going to download the app. It's called, one second. It's called Followers Chief. And this is it right here. And this app is going to save you $50, $150, $200, trying to grow your first audience that I told you to create. Now, once you get here, once you download it from the App Store, you're going to open it up. You're going to hit this rocket ship. Now, what this tool is going to do for you is it's going to grow your Instagram account. Have you ever seen certain Instagram accounts with one post where they have 5,000 followers? Well, they're doing that with tools like this. Now, I'm going to show you what it actually does. Now, you see up top, auto like. This is a true automated tool, true automated. So once you set it, you leave it, it takes care of itself, it grows your accounts. Now you see the auto like right here. Now you see 5, that H stands for hour, 5 an hour. So it's going to auto like 5 posts per hour. So 5 times 24 is how many posts per day. You can adjust that, but you're not going to adjust it there. I'm going to show you where to adjust it. Now let's do 2 more as an example. Auto follows. See that there? Now it says 25 an hour. So it's going to auto follow 25 accounts per hour. So 25 times 24 is how many accounts per day, right? But you can adjust that. But like I said, you're not going to make any adjustments here. Not yet. Let me show you one more example. Auto comment. And you see this 2 an hour. It's going to auto comment. I set it to auto comment on 2 posts per hour. So 2 times 24 is how much? So that's how many auto comments you're going to get. You can adjust that, but you don't want to adjust it from the beginning because you'll get your account flagged on Instagram because they'll know that it's not what's taking place on your account isn't organic. They know that it's a robot connected to it. So to prevent that, you want to hit this button right here, this one right here, and it has different speeds. You're going to start off on very slow. New users should set their speed to very slow. It is wise to keep your commenting and liking activities to a slow speed during your initial startup phase around 2 weeks. And it tells you what the settings are. 20 likes per hour, 15 follows per hour, so on and so forth. In order to set it, you're going to hit the upside down triangle and start off very slow. So when you do this, the application makes the settings for you. You don't do it yourself because you're going to get yourself in trouble. Now, when you come to the target, now, when it comes to my false gods, that's one of my online businesses. Let me take you there. T-shirts, right? Okay, so I'm selling T-shirts. You're going to target, you have to target the right people. If you're not targeting the right people or the right audiences, so you got to do a little bit of research when it comes to targeting your audiences. I'm not going to go into detail here, but I'm just going to just give you some examples. Hot topic. If you notice, like some of the places you can add a, let me see. Say for instance, Gold's Gym. People who go to Gold's Gym, they work out a lot. They like to look buff. So more than likely, what I'll do is I'll target those people who goes to Gold Gym. Now, if a Gold's Gym has an account, you can follow the account directly and follow their followers or the people that they're following. Either one, it's up to you, or you can do both. Or you can hit the hashtag, and the hashtag will take you to, all the posts. So, and also it'll take you to different, let me go back one more time, type it in, Gold's Gym. Or if you want to target people according to the location, you can do it that way. You see all the addresses? So you should make sure that you put at least a good 10 in there because you want to target a nice round amount of people, but you have to research the right people or who have accounts that's relevant towards your niche. Now, this is where the magic happens. And you can screenshot this. Hit the adjustments right here. That's that little button. And you're going to scroll all the way down. And what you're going to do is you're going to stop this video if you want to and screenshot these posts. Because these posts that I have here, or these comments, these are comments that are being left on people's content. And these comments are what's getting people back to my Instagram profile. 438 people profile visits in 7 days. That's abnormally high. So, and let me show you Wajita's account. 973 people in the last day. So I'm growing my audiences in the Facebook Ads Manager, which is 2,600 in a week or 2 weeks because of the comments that I'm leaving on these people's profiles, on these people's content on Instagram. So what you can do is you can screenshot this. You always want to come up with as many comments as possible. Good at 15, 20, even more. Keep adding comments. But you always want to, we're going to take this one for example. When your comments, you always want to compliment the post first. You see how it says very nice? Leave an emoji because that will attract their attention to your comment. You always want to compliment their content first. See how it says awesome post? Your posts are rocking. Sweet post. Compliment them first. Leave an emoji. And then leave a little comment about your business. I have the best t-shirts design. I have the best t-shirt designs online. Or False Gods has the best t-shirt designs online. Have a look. And then after you tell them something about your business, invite them to your profile so they can come take a look. Come check us out. See? Have a look. I think you should take a look. You're inviting them. That's a call to action. You're inviting them to your profile to check it out. And as a result, that's the reason why you're able to grow your audience so fast is because of this tool. Let's see what else I got for you. So screenshot this so you can see examples of what type of comments I'm leaving. Leave a compliment first. Tell them something about your business. Invite them to your profile. Use emojis so they can recognize your comment, or you can distinguish your comment. And as a result, they will get to your profile. So screenshot this. I'm going to scroll down so you can screenshot the next ones and use these as examples so you have something to go on when it comes to creating your own comments. Very simple. And then when you do that, when you do the things that I'm telling you right now in this video, you're going to get thousands of people to your Instagram profile. And when you get thousands of people to your Instagram profile, it's going to be growing your audience for cheap. You're going to save yourself maybe a couple $100s. And the reason why these audiences are so important, because it's similar to the audience you have on your Instagram profile. So you see that 626 right there? And you're feeding these people who are following you, which is your audience, more content so they can grow, have an appreciation for your business, see that you're knowledgeable, and make a purchase. So it's lots of value I'm leaving you guys. Lots of value. So I'm going to do a quick recap. All right. First, you're going to create the name of the business. Then you're going to create a Gmail account with that same name, Facebook fan page with that same name, Instagram account with that same name, web address with that same name. Then you're going to connect your Facebook fan page to your Instagram account. After you do that, you're going to go inside the Facebook Ads Manager and create an audience for all the people who visit your Instagram profile. Then you're going to create an audience for everyone who has come in contact with your Instagram post. And number 9, last and final step, use Followers Chief to run traffic to your Instagram profile so that you can build your first audience for way less money than you will let me read that again. Use Followers Chief to run traffic to your Instagram profile so that you can build your first audience for way less money than you will by using a Facebook ad. See? Interesting, right? Now, when people watch a video like this, they say to themselves, why am I not charging people for information like this? It's because I have a genuine interest in helping people free themselves from employers who have no genuine interest in people they employ. I speak from personal experience. I was employed by the Department of Homeland Security for 15 years, and I was unjustly laid off. I had to hire a lawyer in order to be compensated for what was done. The so-called world economy plays a major role in the posture employers have towards their employees, and the posture isn't good. It's 2018, and the game has changed, guys, and I don't think most people have the insight to do what's necessary for themselves. So I salute people like you who have decided to start a business. If you can see the value in this kind of coaching and would like to learn more about the next steps to take and find out how I'm helping numerous entrepreneurs like Wajida and hopefully you in the future, then visit the link below, schedule an appointment, and let's have a quick chat about what goals you have for your business so I can help point you guys in the right direction. I'll see you guys later. If you appreciate the value in this video, please, you can share it, leave a comment, share it with your friends, family, on your other social media timelines. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's your boy, Coach Solomon, signing out. Take care. Hope to speak to you soon. Set that appointment.